this is the orphan Annie, is a strip cartoon character with empty circled eye. So in papillary carcinoma of thyroid, you will see that the cells have nucleus with empty circle, optically clear, as if the eye of the this cartoon character orphan Annie. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. S.V. Gupta. I am a minimal access surgeon and a general surgeon. My main aim of teaching will be clearing your concept by explaining you underlying pathophysiological basis in various aspects of surgery. So good morning guys. Today's topic of discussion is thyroid neoplasm. What do you see on the screen right now? So basically, it's a cartoon character. It's an Western comics in which the adventures of little orphan Annie has been depicted. So there is a peculiarity of the cartoonist who drew her eyes. So he just made a simple round thing for the eyes and there is nothing inside. So there is no pupil or nothing inside. I will tell you shortly what is the clinical significance of this little orphan Annie in our context, thyroid neoplasm. What is thyroid neoplasm? It's a cancer of the thyroid cells and it is one of the most common endocrine tumor. And it is responsible for about 6 deaths per million persons annually, and it accounts roughly for about 0.5% of all the cancer in men and 1.5% of all cancer in women. And around 5% of all thyroid nodules are malignant. So despite saying that, you must remember that 95% are benign. So most of the thyroid nodule will be benign. And a single nodule is more likely to be malignant as compared to multiple nodules. Coming to the classification. So basically, as you know that the thyroid is made up of follicles, multiple follicles. These are the follicular cells, and they will have they will secrete T3, T4, and there are some cells which are known as C cells. They lie between two follicles. If these cells proliferate, so they are known as differentiated thyroid cancer. Because of the follicular cell is a differentiated cell. So if किसी thyroid cancer का जिसकी origin कहाँ trace हो रही है कुछ हमें पता नहीं है, then they will be undifferentiated. The malignancies which arise from the follicular cells, they are papillary carcinoma of thyroid, the follicular carcinoma of thyroid. और अगर इन सी सेल्स है, ये पता है आपको, पैरा फॉलिकुलर सेल्स या सी सेल्स बोलते हैं इनको, दो फॉलिक्यूल के बीच में, इस फॉलिक्यूल के पैरा लोकेशन में, इस फॉलिक्यूल के पैरा लोकेशन में तो पैरा फॉलिकुलर सेल्स और सी सेल्स बनेंगे. अगर इससे आ रहा है तो मेडुलरी कार्सिनोमा ऑफ थायराइड. अगर अनडिफरेंशिएटेड है, सो दीज आर एनाप्लास्टिक कार्सिनोमा ऑफ थायराइड. और समटाइम्स देयर आर lymphatic cells inside, so like there is a chronic lymphocytic infiltrates, and if they are turning into malignancy, then that will be lymphoma. Differentiated thyroid tumors, papillary carcinoma of thyroid, follicular carcinoma of thyroid. Undifferentiated is anaplastic carcinoma of thyroid, and from C cells it is medullary carcinoma of thyroid, and from lymphocytic cells it is lymphoma. The annual incidence is 0.5 to 10 per 10,000 persons, per 100,000 person, and the highest incidence is in Northern America, and female to male ratio is 3:1. So you must remember that the incidence of thyroid cancer or as well as the thyroid pathology is higher in female. And differentiated carcinoma peak in third and fourth decade, which is kind of contradictory. If even in 33-year-old female, you will find that she may be harboring a papillary carcinoma of thyroid or even follicular carcinoma. So the peak incidence is not in elderly population but in middle-aged population. And while medullary carcinoma of thyroid, which is non-genetic, they peak in elderly age in 5th and 6th decade. And anaplastic carcinoma, they peak in 7th and 8th decade, even in more elderly population. So what is the prevalence according to age? Children and young adult, you'll find that papillary carcinoma of thyroid and medullary, which is associated with men too. They are more seen in children and young adult, while follicular carcinoma of thyroid or in anaplastic carcinoma or sporadic medullary carcinoma. They will be common in elderly. Follicular will be common in middle age to elderly, and anaplastic and sporadic medullary will be common in elderly population. What is Chernobyl nuclear disaster? Are you aware of anything about Chernobyl disaster? So basically, Ukraine में Chernobyl is an area. There was a nuclear disaster in which nuclear material leaked and it was exposed to the general population, and the people suffering from that nuclear exposure are still getting some kind of malignancy or some kind of anomaly, and papillary carcinoma of thyroid is one of those. So radiation is one of the important etiological factor in papillary carcinoma of thyroid. And if there is a pre-existing multinodular goiter, it may convert into follicular carcinoma. Or Hashimoto thyroiditis is also a risk factor for papillary carcinoma of thyroid. And familial predisposition in medullary carcinoma of thyroid. You will find that the Men syndrome families, they have, everyone will have some kind of thyroid cancer. Basically the medullary thyroid cancer, and it was seen that there is an increased incidence of thyroid cancer among children following exposure to ionizing radiation after Chernobyl disaster in Ukraine in 1986. And even if the patient is receiving radiotherapy for Hodgkin's lymphoma, then also it will predispose to papillary carcinoma of thyroid. And there are some genetic risk and there are some syndromic affection in familial cancer syndrome, like Cowden syndrome. There will be familial thyroid cancer, and in familial adenomatous polyposis there may be papillary thyroid cancer. Werner syndrome, there may be papillary thyroid cancer, and in Carinese complex and McCune-Albright syndrome there may be papillary thyroid cancer. And medullary cancer will be seen in multiple endocrine neoplasia, that is MEN2A and MEN2B. So what are the genes implicated in thyroid tumorigenesis? In papillary carcinoma of thyroid, it has been seen that RET and BRAF mutation is seen in most of the cases, while in medullary carcinoma thyroid, the RET oncogene is very important. While in follicular carcinoma, the RAS and PAX8 is more important. And even in anaplastic carcinoma, the BRAF mutation is more commonly seen. So this was the thing which I was talking about. This is the orphan Annie, is a strip cartoon character with empty circled eye. So in papillary carcinoma of thyroid, you will see that the cells have nucleus with empty circle, optically clear, as if the eye of this cartoon character orphan Annie. And there will be nuclear grooving also. Orphan Annie nuclei is pathognomonic of papillary carcinoma of thyroid. Thank you guys. This is the end of lecture. I hope you understood it well. Please like, share and subscribe so that I can reach to maximum number of students.